Welcome back to the channel, where ordinary pocket change can turn into an extraordinary discovery. Today's video is all about a small coin with a big story, the famous Jefferson nickel. At first glance, it may look like just another nickel you might find in your pocket or coin jar, but hidden among these coins are rare varieties and valuable pieces that collectors are willing to pay serious money for. So before you spend your next 5-cent coin, you might want to take a closer look, because the nickel in your hand could be worth far more than its face value. Let's get started. First up, the 1941 Monticello Jefferson nickel without a mint mark, a coin that has captured the attention of collectors and investors who understand that historic coins can quietly grow into valuable treasures over time. The 1941 Jefferson nickel represents an important chapter in American coin history, minted during a time when the United States was on the edge of a historic global transformation, and coins produced during this era carry both historical significance and lasting collector interest. At the center of this classic coin is the dignified portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States and the visionary leader behind the Louisiana Purchase, whose legacy continues to inspire generations. The reverse side of the coin proudly displays the famous Monticello estate, the historic home of Jefferson located in Charlottesville, symbolizing American architecture, innovation, and intellectual heritage. The design itself was created by the talented sculptor Felix Schlag, whose artistic vision won a national competition and gave the Jefferson nickel its timeless appearance. Coins like the 1941 Jefferson nickel were produced by the respected United States Mint, an institution responsible for creating some of the most iconic coin designs in the world. When a Jefferson nickel appears without a mint mark, it means the coin was struck at the historic Philadelphia Mint, the original mint facility of the United States and one of the most important coin production centers in history. The 1941 issue holds a special place in the Jefferson nickel series because it represents one of the final years before wartime nickels were introduced during World War II, giving it an important position in the timeline of American coinage. A coin preserved in very fine condition carries clear design features, readable lettering, and visible architectural details on Monticello, making it highly attractive to collectors who value both history and eye appeal. Even after decades of circulation, many 1941 Jefferson nickels still display impressive design clarity, showing the strength of the minting process and the durability of this classic 5-cent coin. Collectors often admire the balanced composition of the coin, where Jefferson's portrait on the obverse reflects strength and leadership while the reverse presents the elegant symmetry of the Monticello building. As time continues to pass, surviving coins from the early 1940s naturally become more desirable because fewer examples remain in collectible condition, steadily increasing long-term interest in pieces like the 1941 issue. The rare coin market today is driven by collectors searching for historic coins that combine age, beauty, and authenticity, and Jefferson nickels from the early years of the series are frequently highlighted in auctions and collector discussions. In certain circumstances, exceptional examples or coins featuring unique mint characteristics can command impressive dollar values that surprise many people who once believed nickels were only worth 5 cents. Stories of rare coins reaching astonishing prices have inspired millions of collectors to re-examine their old change jars, family coin boxes, and inherited collections in search of overlooked treasures. The 1941 Jefferson nickel continues to appear in collector markets where strong demand and enthusiasm keep interest in early Monticello nickels alive and growing. Professional grading and authentication can significantly enhance a coin's presence in the marketplace, especially when collectors want verified examples with clearly defined condition levels. One of the exciting realities of coin collecting is that discoveries often happen unexpectedly, and coins that once passed through everyday commerce can suddenly gain attention when their historical value is recognized. Collectors who study Jefferson nickels closely often examine details such as the steps of Monticello, the sharpness of Jefferson's profile, and the clarity of the date to evaluate the coin's overall appeal. Maintaining proper storage and handling ensures that the natural surfaces and historic patina of the coin remain preserved for future collectors and enthusiasts. The story of the Jefferson nickel series reflects America's evolving history, and coins like the 1941 issue act as small metallic time capsules that connect modern collectors to the past. Interest in classic American coins has expanded internationally, bringing new buyers and investors into the market who appreciate both the artistic design and historical significance of early nickels. As demand grows, coins from the early Jefferson series continue to build a reputation as reliable collectible pieces with strong long-term potential. The excitement surrounding coins that could one day reach extraordinary values keeps collectors searching through pocket change and vintage collections every day. What makes the 1941 Monticello Jefferson nickel so compelling is the combination of historical depth, recognizable design, and the possibility that the right example could command remarkable attention in the rare coin marketplace. In conclusion, the 1941 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark stands as a powerful reminder that even a humble 5-cent coin can carry nearly a century of history, collector passion, and market demand, proving that the world of rare coins is full of opportunities where small discoveries can lead to extraordinary value. Next up, the 1988 Monticello Jefferson nickel with the D mint mark, a coin that many people have seen in their pocket change, but few truly understand the hidden collector interest and growing market attention surrounding it. The Jefferson nickel series has been an important part of American coinage for decades, and the 1988 issue continues the long-standing tradition of honoring one of America's most influential historical figures, Thomas Jefferson, whose leadership, intellect, and dedication to liberty helped shape the foundation of the nation. The portrait of Jefferson appears proudly on the front of the coin, a design that reflects both dignity and historical importance, reminding collectors that every Jefferson nickel carries a connection to one of the most respected leaders in American history. On the reverse side of the coin is the iconic Monticello building, Jefferson's historic estate located in Charlottesville, a landmark that symbolizes architectural brilliance and intellectual heritage. This elegant design was originally created by the talented artist Felix Schlag, whose work won a national competition and ultimately became one of the most recognizable coin designs produced in the United States. The coin itself was struck by the respected United States Mint, an institution known around the world for producing coins that blend artistry, precision, and historical storytelling. The presence of the D mint mark on the 1988 Jefferson nickel indicates that this coin was produced at the famous Denver Mint, one of the most active minting facilities responsible for circulating coins across the country. During the late 1980s, the United States was experiencing a period of strong economic activity, and coins from this era circulated widely across the nation, making them a familiar part of everyday American life. Despite being widely circulated at the time, certain coins from the 1988 Jefferson nickel series have gained increasing attention in the collector market due to condition, striking quality, and the overall preservation of the coin. A Jefferson nickel in very fine condition is especially attractive because it still displays strong design details, clear lettering, and recognizable features on both Jefferson's portrait and the Monticello structure. Collectors often appreciate how the steps of Monticello remain visible in higher quality examples, as these architectural lines are considered one of the most visually satisfying details on the reverse side of the coin. The balanced composition of the coin makes it visually appealing, with Jefferson's strong profile on the obverse and the elegant building design on the reverse creating a timeless artistic presentation. In today's rare coin market, even coins that once circulated widely can become highly desirable when collectors search for well-preserved examples that capture the original beauty of the design. Auction platforms and collector marketplaces regularly showcase Jefferson nickels, where exceptional pieces attract surprising attention and competitive bidding from passionate collectors. Stories of coins discovered in everyday pocket change reaching impressive values continue to inspire collectors around the world to examine their coins more carefully. What makes the 1988 D Jefferson nickel particularly exciting for collectors is the possibility of finding examples with exceptional strike quality or unique characteristics that stand out from ordinary circulation coins. The rare coin market thrives on discoveries, and coins from modern eras are increasingly being studied by collectors who believe overlooked pieces may become tomorrow's prized collectibles. Even a coin that once passed quietly through countless hands can eventually gain recognition when collectors appreciate its condition, originality, and historical connection. Professional grading services often help collectors confirm the condition and authenticity of coins, allowing exceptional examples to stand out clearly in the competitive marketplace. Collectors also understand that proper storage plays a crucial role in maintaining the natural surfaces and color of a coin, preserving its beauty for future generations. Interest in Jefferson nickels continues to grow because the series combines historical importance, elegant design, and the thrill of discovery within one affordable collecting category. Around the world, numismatists and coin enthusiasts enjoy studying the details of these coins, searching for high-quality examples that represent the best of the series. The 1988 Monticello Jefferson nickel with the D mint mark continues to attract attention as collectors seek coins that combine strong design clarity with lasting historical significance. As the years pass, coins from the late 20th century are gradually becoming vintage collectibles, increasing the appreciation for well-preserved pieces that survived decades of circulation. Many experienced collectors encourage beginners to look closely at their nickels, because even modern coins can sometimes hold surprising value when the right combination of condition and rarity appears. The excitement of coin collecting lies in the idea that valuable pieces can still be hiding in plain sight, waiting for someone curious enough to notice their details. In conclusion, the 1988 Monticello Jefferson nickel with the D Mint mark stands as a reminder that even a simple 5-cent coin can carry history, beauty, and the possibility of remarkable collector value, proving that the world of rare coins continues to offer incredible opportunities for those who pay attention to the small treasures in everyday change. Next up, the 1963 D Monticello Jefferson nickel. At first glance, it might look like just another old 5-cent coin sitting quietly in a jar or hiding in a drawer, but collectors across the world know that some of these nickels hold fascinating stories and surprising value. If you enjoy discovering coins that could potentially change the way you look at your everyday change, then stay with me, because this coin might be far more exciting than you think. The 1963 D Jefferson nickel belongs to one of the longest-running coin series in American history. The Jefferson nickel design first appeared in 1938 when the United States decided to replace the Buffalo nickel with a new design honoring one of the most influential figures in American history, President Thomas Jefferson. From that moment forward, the Jefferson nickel became a symbol of American heritage, circulating through decades of economic change, cultural transformation, and historic moments. The reverse of the coin proudly features Monticello, the historic Virginia home of Thomas Jefferson. This beautiful building was carefully chosen for the coin because it represents Jefferson's architectural creativity and his contribution to American culture and democracy. Every time someone holds a Jefferson nickel, they are holding a small piece of American history, a connection to one of the founding fathers and his remarkable legacy. By the time the year 1963 arrived, the Jefferson nickel had already been circulating for 25 years. Millions of these coins were used daily in stores, vending machines, and pocket change across the United States. Yet coins from this year, especially those struck at the Denver Mint with a small D Mint mark, have gained increasing attention among collectors who study the subtle details that make certain examples far more desirable. The 1963 D Mint mark appears on the reverse side of the coin, just to the right of Monticello. This tiny letter may look insignificant to the average person, but to coin collectors it tells an important story. It reveals that the coin was struck at the famous Denver Mint, one of the most important minting facilities in the United States. Coins from this mint are widely collected and studied, especially when they appear in interesting conditions or unique variations. Even when a coin appears worn or aged, collectors often become more curious rather than less interested. A 1963 D Jefferson nickel in a rough or heavily circulated condition can still capture attention because it reflects decades of real-world use. Each mark, scratch, and tone tells a story of where that coin has traveled and how many hands it has passed through. One fascinating aspect of coin collecting is that condition does not always limit interest. Many collectors enjoy studying coins in all types of states because unusual wear patterns, striking details, and minting characteristics can sometimes reveal rare features. That is why even coins that look ordinary or worn can sometimes become the focus of serious collector demand. The composition of the 1963 D Jefferson nickel is also part of its historical importance. Like most nickels of its era, it was struck from a mixture of 75% copper and 25% nickel, a durable alloy designed to withstand years of circulation. This strong metal combination allowed these coins to survive decades of use while still maintaining many of their original design details. Looking closely at the front of the coin, the portrait of Thomas Jefferson is one of the most recognizable images in American coinage. Designed by sculptor Felix Schlag, the profile captures Jefferson's calm expression and dignified presence. Even on coins that have seen many years of circulation, the design remains instantly recognizable and deeply symbolic. On the reverse side, Monticello stands proudly in the center of the coin. The fine lines of the building's columns, roof, and steps demonstrate the precision that mint engravers used when creating the dies. When collectors examine these details, they often search for subtle differences that could make a particular coin especially interesting. Coins from the early 1960s hold a special place in the market because they represent the final years before major changes in American coinage. Just a couple of years later, in 1965, the United States removed silver from many circulating coins. Because of this historical transition, collectors often view coins from the early 1960s as part of an important era in U.S. minting history. Another reason the 1963 D Jefferson nickel continues to attract attention is the possibility of discovering unique minting characteristics. Throughout history, certain coins have been found with striking variations, double details, or other unusual traits that can dramatically increase collector excitement. When collectors search through rolls of nickels, They often keep a close eye on coins from the early 1960s. The thrill of discovery is one of the most exciting parts of coin collecting. A simple 5-cent coin can suddenly become the centerpiece of a collection if it shows interesting features or remarkable preservation. In the modern coin market, interest in Jefferson nickels has grown significantly. Many collectors appreciate the series because it combines affordability, history, and the excitement of hunting for hidden treasures. Even coins that appear in everyday change can sometimes become part of serious collections. The idea that a small coin could hold significant value is what draws millions of people into the hobby. Stories frequently circulate about coins discovered in jars, drawers, or pocket change that later gained impressive value in the collector market. These stories keep the excitement alive and inspire new collectors to start examining their coins more carefully. When discussing potential value, it is important to remember that the coin market is always evolving. Collectors, auction houses, and grading companies constantly evaluate coins based on demand, rarity, and unique characteristics. Because of this, certain examples of the 1963 D. Jefferson nickel have captured strong attention among collectors. In today's collector market, coins from this era can attract serious interest when they display distinctive qualities. Exceptional pieces, unusual mint characteristics, or coins preserved with remarkable detail can achieve impressive attention in auctions and private collections. The popularity of coin collecting has expanded worldwide thanks to online marketplaces and auction platforms. Collectors from different countries can now compete for interesting coins, creating an exciting global demand that continues to push the hobby forward. One of the most enjoyable parts of collecting Jefferson nickels is learning how to examine the details carefully. Collectors often use magnifying tools or coin loops to inspect the lettering, mint mark, and design features. These small observations can reveal fascinating insights about how a coin was produced. Next up, the 1947 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark, a classic coin featuring the historic home known as Monticello. At first glance, it might seem like a simple 5-cent coin, but certain examples of this coin have captured serious attention among collectors and coin enthusiasts around the world. The Jefferson nickel series itself began in 1938, replacing the well-known Buffalo nickel design. The United States wanted a new coin that honored one of the nation's most influential founding figures, Thomas Jefferson. Jefferson was not only the third president of the United States, but also the author of the Declaration of Independence and one of the most important thinkers in early American history. His legacy made him the perfect choice to appear on the 5-cent coin. When the Jefferson nickel was introduced, the portrait of Thomas Jefferson quickly became one of the most recognizable images in American coinage. The design was created by sculptor Felix Schlag, whose artistic vision gave the coin a timeless appearance. Even today, decades later, collectors admire the elegance and clarity of the design that has remained a staple of U.S. currency. By the time the year 1947 arrived, the United States was entering a new era following the end of World War II. Coins minted during this period reflect a time of rebuilding and economic growth across the country. The 1947 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark was produced at the historic United States Mint facility in Philadelphia, which traditionally struck coins without placing a mint mark on them during that time. One of the most interesting aspects of this coin is its connection to American history. The late 1940s represented a time when millions of coins were circulating daily as the nation expanded its economy and industry. A nickel from 1947 may have traveled through countless hands, businesses, and cities, making it a small but powerful piece of living history. The reverse side of the coin features the beautiful image of Monticello, the famous estate designed and built by Thomas Jefferson himself. This architectural masterpiece stands as a symbol of Jefferson's creativity and intellect. Seeing Monticello on the coin gives collectors a connection to American heritage that goes far beyond the small value printed on the coin. Collectors are particularly interested in examples of the 1947 Jefferson nickel that appear in very fine condition. In this state, the coin still retains many of its original design details while also showing the natural signs of circulation that give it character. The portrait of Jefferson often remains clear, and the structure of Monticello can still display strong architectural lines. Condition plays an exciting role in the world of coin collecting. A coin that has survived decades while preserving much of its detail often becomes highly appealing to collectors. Very fine examples represent a wonderful balance between history and preservation, allowing collectors to enjoy the coin's journey through time while still appreciating its artistic design. Another fascinating element of the 1947 Jefferson nickel is its metal composition. Like most nickels of its era, it was struck using a blend of 75% copper and 25% nickel. This durable combination helped the coin survive decades of circulation while maintaining its distinctive appearance. When examining this coin closely, collectors often notice the smooth texture of Jefferson's portrait and the bold lettering surrounding the design. The words "Liberty" and the date stand clearly on the obverse, giving the coin a balanced and classic appearance that continues to attract attention among numismatists. On the reverse, Monticello appears centered with impressive symmetry. The steps, columns, and roofline create a design that collectors love to study. Even in circulated examples, these features often remain strong enough to highlight the beauty of the engraving. Over the years, the Jefferson nickel series has developed a loyal following among collectors. Many hobbyists enjoy building complete sets of these coins, searching for each year and mint combination. The 1947 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark plays an important role in that timeline. As interest in coin collecting continues to grow around the world, coins from the mid-20th century have gained renewed appreciation. They represent a bridge between older historical coinage and the modern coins used today. For collectors, owning one is like holding a small piece of American history. In today's coin market, collectors often search for Jefferson nickels with interesting characteristics, strong details, and appealing surfaces. When such qualities appear together in a coin from 1947, the excitement among collectors can grow quickly. Auction platforms and online marketplaces have expanded the coin market dramatically. Collectors from different countries can now compete for the same coins, increasing global interest in classic American coinage such as the 1947 Jefferson nickel. This worldwide interest has helped create a strong collector culture around coins that once circulated quietly in everyday transactions. A nickel that may have purchased a small item decades ago can now become a valued collectible admired for its history and craftsmanship. The idea that a simple coin might hold impressive value is what inspires many people to search their change. Stories about rare coins discovered in jars or old collections continue to inspire collectors everywhere. Some collectors specifically look for coins like the 1947 Jefferson nickel because they represent an era that is slowly becoming more distant in time. Each surviving example becomes more meaningful as the years pass. When evaluating coins, collectors often use magnifying tools to study the details closely. Examining the lettering, the portrait, and the building of Monticello can reveal interesting features that might otherwise go unnoticed. Careful storage is also an important step for anyone who finds an interesting coin. Protective holders, albums, or coin flips can help preserve the coin's appearance and protect it from further wear. Many collectors enjoy sharing their discoveries with others through online communities, coin clubs, and exhibitions. Coins like the 1947 Jefferson nickel often become conversation pieces that connect collectors from different generations. For beginners entering the hobby, Jefferson nickels offer an exciting starting point. They combine history, affordability, and the thrill of searching for coins that could become valuable over time. Even experienced collectors still enjoy examining these coins because each piece carries its own story. The marks, tones, and textures all reflect the journey the coin has taken since leaving the mint. The world of numismatics is full of surprises, and sometimes the most fascinating discoveries come from coins that appear ordinary at first glance. The 1947 Jefferson nickel is a perfect example of how history, design, and collector interest can come together in one small coin. So the next time you check your pocket change or look through an old coin jar, take a moment to look carefully. Hidden among those coins could be a piece of history that collectors everywhere would love to own. Because in the world of coin collecting, even a simple nickel can become an extraordinary treasure waiting to be discovered. Money bag.